What's up, people? Guys, it's time for the PvE Best Mage tier list. Yes, I've already done the video about the PvP Best Mage tier list. You can check it on my channel, and I'm planning to do such kind of the tier list for every weapon combinations and every possible classes in Throne and Liberty. I have a 2000 hour Korean experience about Throne and Liberty, and let me share you. First, we have a Staff and Sword and Shield combination. This sounds more like a Sword and Shield and Staff, since if you're Staff, you never take the Sword and Shield as the secondary weapon. But if you're Sword and Shield and you want to farm at some point, you may take the Staff. You have other options also, but you want to be the range, so you may take the Staff as the weapon. So to farm with the Sword and Shield, you don't have any support from the Sword and Shield. You are just using as a Staff your weapons, and I would just put it in the C tier, you know. It's like a forced one that you are Sword and Shield and you want to do some solo farms, do some quests or some kind of the Staffs from the range, and you are taking as a Sword and Shield. But the Staff, sorry, but as an damage deal for the PvE, it's not a big thing. Now we have the Staff and Wand and Tome combination. This Tome combination I would put in the S tier list for the PvE healer side, but for the DPS side as the mage, I would put in the A. And I will tell you why I would put in the A. This does not burst hard, but if you want to go as the solo to farm some around the mobs, even the open world dungeons with the elite mobs, this is really good combination, since with the Staff you can cast a lot of our damage, and even with the wand you can cast a lot of our curses. You can slip the targets, you can cast the curses, then you can burn the targets with the Staff, and your solo farm will be so funny and so easier. So this is really good combination for the PvE. Staff and Dagger is not an S tier PvE combination, but I put it in the S tier for the PvP, since guys, on the Staff and Dagger combination, you will have some kind of the problem at the early stages, because the people who know the game will not take you, since you have the skill problem. You don't have enough skills to hit the target without any CD, you know. You will have some gap, like a 3-4 second gap after you finishing your skills to wait for the next skill. So this is not something the best for the PvE, but it will be okay if you don't want to play for the Staff and Longbow, which is clearly S tier, and you don't want to play as Longbow. I don't want to play as the Longbow. I'm a Staff and Dagger, and I know I can take the bow as the third weapon, but I don't like to play with the bow style, and I have my mind, you know. And if you have your mind and your evils, you can be okay just to know the mechanic, just to know how to do the stuff, and you will be okay, but you will not be the S tier. Staff and Crossbow situation, I can say in the PvP, this is also the S tier. Crossbow have really good skills, really good passives, and Staff can really good physical skills, which helps the Crossbow. And also for the heavy attack chance, the Staff have really good passives about the heavy attack chance, and it boosts the Crossbow damage so good. So I would put in the S tier also. Staff and Greatsword combination is like an B tier, and I tell you why. You don't go for the bosses and instances for the Staff and Greatsword combination, but again, as a Staff and Sword and Shield combination, if your main weapon is the Greatsword, you rather go to the Greatsword wand, or you rather go to the Greatsword Staff if you want to be the short range AoE damage dealer. So I would put this in the B, and I also put the B, the Greatsword and Wand and Tome situation, since if the mobs are the close range in open world instances and your main weapon is the Greatsword and second is the Dagger, you can swap it for the Wand and Tome, and you can farm, you can heal yourself, and you're really good solo farmer. So let's put it also in the B, but you're not the best and good for the single target in the PvE, like an instance bosses and some PvE instances to deal the damage. Staff and Staff is the D tier with the Wand and Wand. This is really good combination for the get the higher rank in Gate of Infinity, and you can check the video before they patched that staying in Gate of Infinity you can earn really high positions about the ranking list with the same weapons tier list. So yeah, check the video for the Gate of Infinity. Crossbow and Wand I would put in the C. Same situation for this. If you want to heal, if you want to farm the solo with the Crossbow, you will need the Wand to get your heal back. Wand and Dagger for the PvE side is also with the C. If you're Wand and you want to farm, you can take the Staff, of course, and you don't take the Dagger. Dagger gives you crit. Okay, I understand Dagger gives you crit, but you can heal yourself, come on, and you can do a lot of damage with the stuff, as an example for the PvE. The Sword and Shield and Tome is not something special, or I would just putting in a B with the small situational point, okay? If you don't have the Propier wand on the Sword and Shield and wand combination, you don't do much damage with the curses. And if you are Sword and Shield, you can take any other weapon combination up on the tier list to improve your farming ability as the solo. And Greatsword and any combination of the weapons for the single target PvE farm like in instances is just so bad. Longbow and wand and tome combination I would put in the S tier for the healers tier list, but not here. If you are longbow, you have your healing abilities, okay? I'm gonna put it, I don't fucking care, I'm gonna put it now here. If you are longbow, you have your healing abilities, so you cannot excuse yourself that I took the wand to farm the solo open world dungeons as an example. So you can heal yourself and you can make the longbow with any other weapon combination to make the high damage. And for the single target burst, for the PvE, longbow wand is too much heal, you know, I tell you, it's too much heal. You can take the staff and wand and tome, or even in some scenarios, if you're on the gear, paladins can heal instances also, easy. They can heal instances easy if the people know them job, people block the skills, people know what they are doing. So guys, this is how my tier list looks like. If you don't agree with something, if you have any other ideas, let's talk about it. Type in the comment and I will be always happy to answer your comment. If you have any question also, don't be shy, tap that on a comment and I will be more happy to answer your question. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you appreciate my hard work about Throne and Liberty. If it yes, hit the subscribe button. You will see a lot of guidelines on my channel once this game comes on the market, and if you like the video, hit the like button. As always guys, see you in the other weapons tier list.